Justin.
Welcome, is it on?
Yeah.
Welcome to another SS40k battle report, where Jake takes forward world and lies to his opponent until the last minute, and then tries to beat someone by cheating.
So luckily I'm not playing Justin. I'm playing Chris. We're playing Maelstrom. We got 6 objectives. Playing Vanguard Strike Deployment. And it's the one where you get, what, 6?
Yep.
You start out with 6, and as the turn goes down, you get less and less cards to be able to use.
Yep.
Space Wolves on Blood Angels. Chris, what's your list?
I took Mephiston and Corbulu as my HQs. I have 2 units of 5 Tactical Marines and Las-Plaz Razorbacks. No upgrades in the Tactical Marines. I have 6 Terminators, 2 with Lightning Claws, 4 with Thunderhammers. They've got a dedicated Crusader. Mephiston and Corbulu's in here. I've got a Furioso Dreadnought with Blood Talons. 2 units of 8 Assault Marines and Rhinos with 2 Melt-A-Guns. Sergeant has a Power Axe. And I have a Storm Raven in reserve.
Alright. So I'm taking Space Wolves. And I got a Wolf Lord. He's got the Helm of Durfast. He's got the... What's that one? The Wolfenstone.
Forge World Tank.
He's got... He doesn't have a Forge World tank. He's got 2 Wolf Claws on a Thunder Wolf with the runic armor and all that jazz. He's with a squad of 5 Thunder Wolves with 2 hammers. All with with Storm Shields.
Those Forge World hammers?
No, they're just regular ones. And then I've got a Rune Priest on a bike with Mastery Level 2 and Divination. I have 2 squads of Grey Hunters with... They're 5-man squads with Melt-A-Guns, and then the Wolf Guards have Combi Meltas. I have the Sicarian Battle Tank with Ceramite, Plating, and a Dozer Blade. I got a Vindicator with a Siege Shield. And then I have in reserve a Storm Wolf. Don't worry about it. It's invisible, but it's there. I got a Storm Wolf in reserve with 10 Blood Claws. Well, Blood Claws with Ulrich.
Kansas City Shovel.
Yeah. Chris. I put down first.
You did?
So I guess I need to determine whether or not I want to go first.
I think you should.
Chris, what am I going to do?
You want to go first.
No, you don't.
Oh.
You want to go second, so Chris has to move up, and then you get a Vindicator shot. And then your flyer comes on after his flyer, and it's all good.
Yeah, I'm going second.
Or also, you go second and he pops your Vindicator with a single last-handed shot.
Van, who's the Napoleon of the group?
Not you.
All right, I'm going second.
Okay.
I'm going to try and seize.
Yes, he's up.
No. All right, so we'll be back after now.
You have to tell people if you're recording.
Yeah.
I'm recording now.
You can't just have that creepy look like we're all going to know what you're doing.
So are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
And action.
All right. What is this?
Bottom of turn 1.
Blood Angels turn 1.
Yep. Tried to move a Razorback over here. He immobilized himself.
Yep.
Took a pot shot at the Vindicator. He missed.
Yep.
Rhino moved up and popped smoke. Rhino here moved up and popped smoke. The Razorback shot your Rhino here.
Yeah, and probably the greatest turn of a Razorback ever shooting
I
anything.
don't know how that happened, but it blew up and did 5 wounds to the guys inside. They got pinned. Land Raider took a shot at them.
The squad that was left and killed the other one, so I got one left.
So you got one guy left. I scored tactical objective for holding number 2 and making you fail a morale test or a pinning test.
Check.
So I picked up 2 points that turn.
All right, so we're on to Space Wolf turn 1. Space Wolf turn 1 pretty much moved everything up. I scored 2 objectives this turn. One was getting objective 5, and then the other one was to score 3 objectives. So I got 1 under the Rhino, 1 here, and then 1 back here. So I get D3. 1.
Yeah.
Moved the Sicarian up here and blew up, or didn't blow up, but hold out the Razorback.
Yep.
Move these guys up and just kind of let them be. I gave a 4-up invo save to my Vindicator, but then he got a nosebleed and took a wound. And that's pretty much all I did. Shot the Vindicator at the Land Raider and didn't do anything.
Yeah.
So I guess we're on to Blood Angel turn 2. Do your reserves come in?
Let's see if they do.
They do.
All right.
All right, on to 2. Your Blood Angels turn 2.
Let's keep in mind.
Storm Raven came on. It has the Dreadnought in it. Took a few shots at the Vindicator. Was able to put 2 glances on it, so it's still alive and kicking. Really, the biggest thing is the Land Raider drove up with the Terminators and Mephiston and Corbulo inside. Got out to assault the Thunderwolves. Mephiston got Quickening and got himself 3 extra attacks with it.
8 crack grenades.
He got Sanguine Sword off, which made him strength 10. Charged in and killed, I think, 3 Thunderwolves.
Yeah, it was silly. So they broke from combat and ran 11. 12 would have put them off the board. Yeah, that was pretty good for the... That's a nasty unit.
Yeah.
When Corbulo and then the...
Yeah, I'm playing the Ball Strike. I don't think we said that. So
Yeah.
they're getting +1 initiative for that. And
Yes,
then,
they've got old school Furious Charge. And then they had Corbulo and then had Quickening and had... It was gross.
There's a lot to keep up with.
Yeah. So now, I guess it's my turn. Did you get any objectives?
I did. I got Assassinate, which is completely wipe out an enemy unit. And it would have been D3 if I could have got 3 or more enemy characters. I'm sorry, it was enemy characters for Assassinate, and I got your...
Yeah, he killed my little wolf guard back here.
And then I had No Prisoners, which is score 1 victory point if an enemy unit was completely destroyed. And same again for the little fellow back there. So that got me 2 that turn.
Okay, so coming into my turn, I guess the important thing is going to be my reserves, which I'm running the Wolves Unleashed, so my Storm Wolf will automatically come in. Okay, so my turn 2 pretty much moved everything on the board to shoot these guys. And I shot everything at them and then charged them with what I had left of my Thunderwolves. Issued a challenge, so I got a point there for issuing a challenge. And then watched Mephiston take his sword and ram it up my Wolf Lord. Strength 10 is a bastard.
Yeah.
So then they pretty much wiped out the rest of the squad and I didn't do any wounds. I don't think I got any other points. I didn't control that. Didn't do that. So I got 1 point. So it puts me to big whopping 3. And that was my turn 2.
All right.
Your turn 3.
Pretty much just shuffled some guys around to try to get over here to objective 2. That was one of the cards I got. The only one I scored this turn. Rhino moved up here. Mephiston and his little group that's left charging into the
Took out my Sicarian, yeah.
And the Furioso Dreadnought shot a Melta into the Vindicator and took its last. He glanced it and got its last level point.
All right, so we're on to my turn 3. So my turn 3 was just kind of trying to get some objectives. Chris held 1, and one of my cards was get D3 if I control at least 2 objective markers and at least twice as many objective markers as my opponent controls. So I needed to control 2, which is double 1, I think, if I remember how to do math. So I backed this up, got objective 5, got these guys out before I moved, got objective 6. Took off the Stormbolter arm there.
Yep.
Flew this thing up and just took some broadside shots here. It made him jink but didn't do anything else. That's really all I did this turn. So I get D3 here. So that gives me 2. So that helps. So right now I've got 5 to Chris's 6
Yep.
at the bottom of turn 3.
Yep, bottom of 3. Moving on to turn 4.
Chris, what is this, turn 4?
It is turn 4.
What happened to you?
Got some powers off on Mephiston again. Him and his little group charged over here and killed Rhino to get me close to objective 5. Took a bunch of pop shots at the Stormwolf. Didn't do anything to it. Dreadnought charged here. You were Melta Bomb, Wolf Guard. Did a wound to me, or a whole point to me, and I did a wound to you. So we stuck around.
The most important thing is that my Rhino blew up and killed the Terminator.
That is
we
can't forget
definitely the most important thing.
that.
So how many points did you score this turn?
2 because I have objective 5 twice.
Look at you go. So
and I still haven't been able to issue a challenge.
All right, so we're on to my turn 4. Okay, so some good and some bad happened. I moved my Storm Wolf around, got out Ulrich and the Blood Claws. Tried to shoot the Rhino dead so I could assault the squad. Got it down to 1 hull point. Then charged it with the whole squad and killed it, which gives me 1 victory point for killing a unit in combat. They got out and they're fine. Over here, all I needed was my little melt-a-bomb Wolfguard to live. He made 1, and look out, sir, did not make the second look out, sir. So he took a claw right to the old noggin. Corbulo's an asshole, is what I'm really learning about this game, because he just buffs everybody, and then all my guys die. So
Not everybody, just within 6 inches.
yeah, just everybody that
Matters.
So yeah, things are looking pretty tough. What is this turn going in turn 5?
Turn 5.
Turn 5.
Yes, sir.
Your turn 5. What did you do?
Finally killed the Storm Wolf with shooting it with everything.
Yeah, it was some crap.
Bad news. Mephiston squad used the Wings of Sanguinius to jump over here. The Dreadnought killed the last 2 guys. Moved a Rhino onto Objective 4 because I had that card, so I scored 1 point that turn.
Okay, so I got to score some points here. I think that's the objective of the game.
I think so.
All right, my turn.
Blood Claws. Whooping that ass.
So I wanted to see what my Blood Claws would do, so I charged them
Into some Assault Marines.
into some Assault Marines. Ulrich caused 4 wounds and killed 4 Marines.
Yeah.
That was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And then the rest of them wiped up the rest, and I didn't lose any models. Except I lost some in Overwatch, I think.
1 guy.
I lost 1 guy in Overwatch. So now I got my objective 3 to add to my total. And your Warlord's still alive, so I haven't got the other one.
Yep.
You
want to roll, see if it goes on? It's
yeah,
turn
I guess.
5.
Turn 5.
And it does.
It does, but at this point, how many points do you have?
Oh, you're not denying me this next charge.
This is happening. Open up.
Daddy's coming. All right, so we're on to turn 6.
Mephiston and his group charged into Ulrich and his group. Mephiston killed Ulrich. Terminators killed a couple guys. I issued a challenge and scored 1 point that turn.
Yeah.
There was no shooting.
So now I'm going to charge back with my Blood Calls.
No.
Maybe charging them wasn't such a great idea. The only point I could get was killing his Warlord, so I charged 4 Blood Claws into Mephiston and Corbulo and 2 Terminators with Thunderhammers.
I think it was a good play.
It went as expected, and now I have no more models left on the board. So yeah, pluses. Blood Angels are pretty cool.
That is a plus.
I like their fast vehicles still. I think that Mephiston and Corbulo are awesome because they killed all of my things. Really what needed to happen, I don't know, Chris, you may agree or disagree. It was kind of one of those, whoever knocked out the other one's big nasty was going to be able to run through the rest of it.
Yeah, I agree.
And whenever I charged in and couldn't get past your 3-up saves, and Mephiston was coming through there at strength 10, and I was just failing them all, that hurt pretty bad.
Yeah, that wasn't good. You said that hurt so bad.
It did. I don't know. I mean, I needed that to go better for me because that's kind of what I put all my effort into.
Yeah, I think the last 2 times we've played, we've each had similar big assault units, and I've just rolled better dice the 2 times. I don't think it's been anything, like...
Yeah, and with the speed of both those units, I mean, it's not like we could have avoided each other.
Yeah.
But that happens. I mean, and then pretty much what happened was you wiped out my big nasty, and then that unit walked through the rest of my army.
Right.
And I kind of kind of put it all on the line when I just lined everything up, shot, and then charged on that. I think it was turn 3.
I think so.
And that was kind of the game